This is the Ring doorbell protection cover. It's made of two parts, and you place the doorbell in like this. Then you can easily tighten it. I made two holes for the fixture screws that are included in the Ring doorbell. You should be able to quickly take it out and place it back, because you need to charge the battery. Well, they say every 3 months, but let's say every 2 months you need to recharge the battery. And then place the cover on it like so. The cover will hide the screws, so you can't steal it, you can't unscrew it. I've put some post-its on the cover to hide my names of me and my wife. And in order to protect this cover from being stolen, I have a slot. Right here, I have a slot for a lock. Like this. Close it like that. And maybe you want to hide it with some double-sided tape so people don't see the lock. Well, double-sided tape is getting too old, but maybe you want to hide the lock from being seen. Maybe the lock alerts people that there's something interesting. But anyway, you cannot take the cover from the base part. You cannot pry. And the goal is, if somebody were to break the cover and steal it, it would be obvious. They cannot place it back without you discovering that there's been tampered with, because they say if you take a Ring doorbell off and they can take it away inside a van, and they can maybe hack into the Ring doorbell, and they can steal your Wi-Fi password, place it back, and if you don't notice that they place it back, they will have your Wi-Fi password, and they can break into your home network. At least that's what some hackers showed with a video. So when they steal it, or when they tamper with it, you will be able to see it. But it's quite sturdy, and it has some couple of interesting features, which I will show you on the base part. By the way, this is the extender you may need when your doorbell is too far away in the hallway, away from your living room where your Wi-Fi router is. Found it works perfectly. But this is the most interesting part. This is the base part with the holes in it for the screws to mount it near your front door. And it has a couple of functions. So you should have an edge to contain your Ring doorbell. You should have some kind of feature for your lock. It has a hole in there right there. And the front cover has two walls with a hole in where the lock goes through. I find that it works very well. I have sunken holes for the screws with a 45 angle. I always use, when I 3D print, I always use a brim around the wall. Why is that? If you don't do that during printing, after the first layer has been printed, you will find that the corners come up and they will either destroy a print because the print core is blocked and goes over the corner that's come up. But it also can get very ugly if the bottom side is of any importance. And a brim will solve that. It will keep the corners down on the print pad. So, the interesting part is that I've designed a hole here and a hole there. For the mounting screws on the bottom side of the Ring doorbell. Now, you only need to unscrew those screws for a few millimeters, not all the way down, and they will give away the locking feature, and then you can, on the Ring doorbell, and you can just move it up 2 millimeters, and it will come up loose from the locking feature on the base plate of the Ring doorbell. You can just take it out, because you want to take it out at least once or twice a month. Well, once or 2 months to charge the battery. So I find it out works. The Ring doorbell is fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. Wherever you are, you can answer it. You can see and talk to the person. And I find out this was a major help in me deciding on getting a Ring doorbell, because I was afraid someone would sooner or later steal it off the wall. And this will protect it from the rain also. The manual says you have to protect it from the rain. And I think this does the job very nicely. I did it in 2 or 3 goes. The main problem was getting these walls and these holes right for the lock. First I had the lock that was too small, then I had a lock that was too big. So I had to change the walls and the holes. And the first time I forgot these holes on the bottom, so I couldn't unscrew the locking feature of the Ring doorbell. So, but now it's quite good. Yeah. So this was Print the World. Feel free to copy and approve if you can.